Alright, let's talk about Iron Man. A brand new movie from Marvel Comics came out Thursday, and I went to go see it today, Saturday. Pretty good movie. Yahoo critics gave it a B+. Yahoo users like myself gave it an A-. I agree with the other Yahoo users. The movie was an A-. In certain aspects, I believe it could have been better. As far as how the camera moved and whatnot, I wasn't too thrilled with it. Some of the action sequences, but overall, it was a great movie. Well casted. You had Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Jeff Bridges, Terrence Howard. These were phenomenal actors and actresses. Who personally I felt gave 100% in their role. Gwyneth Paltrow did phenomenal for coming back for her first major role since having her kids, Apple and Moses. So I know she's mentioned that in the past, that she's done some minor roles since having her kids, but this is her first major role. Robert Downey Jr. I felt personally was the best choice for this, because I remember about 3 years ago, maybe give or take, they were talking about Leonardo DiCaprio playing Tony Stark, which personally I couldn't see that. I don't care for Leonardo DiCaprio either, so but the movie started off with a bang, almost literally, and ended greatly. It was kind of fun how it ended, but personally, it's important you sit through the credits so you can see, that final 2-3 minutes that they want you to sit through the credits so you can see. Hopefully, how they ended it will be some kind of sign of something else to continue. If not, well, it was still great because comic book readers, will understand, where that would have been going. So, yeah. In this movie, you get a guy like Tony Stark who develops weapons, the United States to fight and defend this country, and fight, the terrorists. And so, you find Tony Stark in Afghanistan who gets ambushed and basically gets some metal shrapnel in them because of a bomb he had created that got into the wrong hands. And so, and this particular shrapnel gets into the system, into the heart, and all the vital organs. And so this doctor that was there as a detainee or a prisoner made this device that goes into his chest as a magnet, and so it keeps all the metal from going into the heart and the vital organs. So, now Tony Stark has a bad heart because of this. Now this little device in his chest is now the life support that keeps him going. And so, of course, he, eventually gets out using a low-tech version of the Ironmonger. And so he gets out, and this new chest piece he makes, so he's not hooked up to this battery anymore that the doctor had him hooked up to for this magnet. And just an interesting concept. So it goes on saying, "Oh yeah, you're back, great, good to have you back." But he has his eyes opened, and he decides he needs to take a different approach towards life, how he sees things. And apparently, as we all know, he starts developing, which is Iron Man. And so, basically, he's going on, basically as a crusader, trying to right the wrongs that he had made. And so, Jeff Bridges plays the villain in this movie as the new updated version of the Ironmonger. The very Ironmonger that originally Tony Stark had made to break out you know, from the terrorists. And so, you know, it goes along, you know, go into that. You know, it's a good action movie, it's a good drama in a sense. Good love story, you know. I mean, it's not all action, but it isn't all storyline. It's a perfect balance of both, you know, which I enjoyed a lot. And so, just going through it, you know, watching, enjoying it, reading, knowing the comic books, and seeing some of the cartoons, you know, the Avengers, and having a pretty good understanding on how the sequence of events should happen. Of course, there should be a sequel, and I do believe that I did read there will be a sequel coming out. So for those who go see this and know what's going to happen next, already has an idea of what the sequel has somewhat in store. And so, like I said, this movie is awesome. Definitely you must see it if you're remotely an action fan. You know, this you know, it's, like I said, this has something from not only for the comic book viewers, but also just people who wanted to go see a good action movie. Trust me, this is an excellent action movie. So hopefully I go see it again tomorrow with my brother, because today I went to see my father. Hopefully maybe also tomorrow I can go see Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, which I know my brother's going to want to go see. So, well, that's all for now on that subject. But anyways, if those who've seen my first video, the girl I was talking about who writes beautiful songs and stuff like that is Julie Nunes, a person that I admire. You know, she's a great songwriter. I wish I could write songs like that, but nothing I can write is poetry as remotely as good as she does songwriting. So, for those of you who don't know who Julie Nunes is, I suggest going on there and look for Jaw, which is J, and then 70s following that. You won't regret it. She's a phenomenal songwriter. She has a wonderful voice. She's a bubbly, funny person. Funny. So please take the moment to go check her out. Eventually I'll leave a comment for her telling how I feel. So, thank you.